Hello everyone, this is Mrs. McCrary. Tonight we're going to talk about annuities, looking at pure mathematics, section 48 through 51. Yep, 51. Alright, section 48, it says annuities are annual payments, the first payment being due at the end of a year. When an annuity is left untouched for a number of years, its amount is properly obtained by allowing compound interest. Okay? So we have this payment that's coming. You make that payment every year, but then if that continues, you also add in compound interest. All right, so section 49, to find the amount of an annuity of a given sum for a given time for a given rate %. Okay, so that's what we're going to be working on now. They are just telling you all the information you need and you're figuring it out. So basically, you're just using this information doing a straight compound interest problem. So find the amount of an annuity for £300 for 4 years at 5%. Alright, so to do this we're going to work with £1 so that we can get our so we can figure out our compound interest, and then since we're not actually using £1, we're using £300, we'll multiply it by £300. Now in this annuity, each of the 4 years they're being paid the £300, but then they're also getting the interest, the compound interest. So we're going to be working as though it is £1. So the first year they get a payment of £1. Second year there is a payment of 1.05. The third year, now we need to find the interest on this, and going back from our compound interest, we're going to multiply this value, 1.05, times 1.05 because we're taking all of the value we have plus another 5%. So our third year we have 1.05 times 1.05. Okay, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it ends up being 1.10 pounds. All right, and so that's the value for your third year. So then now for the fourth year, our interest is going to be this value times 1.05. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, sorry, this isn't a 6. It's actually 1, so this is a 6 and this is a 7. Alright, so now we have our 4 years of compound interest. So then to take that 4 years altogether, we're going to add these values. So we have 1.157625, 5201. That is not the right way to write that. $1.1025, 1.05, and 1. So, 5, we've got 2, we've got 11, we've got 9, we've got 10, 3, and All right, so that is our compound interest. That's what's going to be added on if we, or that is what we'd be paying if we were paying, if the annuity was £1 every year, but it's not, it's £300, so it's going to be 300 times this. So now we're going to take this value and times it by 300. Sorry, multiply it by 300. Seven, 3, 7, 9, 9, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So in 4 years at 5% with an annuity of £3,000, it's going to end up being 1,292 pounds with then our decimal. Now, again, that 300 pounds is getting paid every year, so 1,200 of that is really just the annuity payment, and then the 92 pounds and all the decimals, that is what comes from the compound interest. All right, so section 50. To find the present value of an annuity to continue for a given time. So find the present value of £50 for 3 years at 4%. So in this case, we're going to start in the same manner we did before by looking just at as if we were our annuity was £1 and working with the percent. So our first year is £1, our second year is 1.04 pounds, and then our third year is 1.04 times 1.04, which is 1.04 squared. And then we're going to take that whole value and multiply it by 50, which again you can use the method that I just showed you at the top. So that would be 1.04 times 1.04. 16, 4, 401, 6, 1, 8, 01, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now 1 plus 1.04 is going to be 2.04. Okay, so we have 3.1216 times, I want to write that there, $50. Okay, so 0, 35, 8, 10, 6, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we were to allow this to continue to its 3 years, it would be 156 pounds and then 0.08 of a pound, which then you can figure out into shillings. But we want to know the present value. So to do that, we have to look at the compound interest, the regular formula for compound interest, which would be at 3 years we'd have 1.04 cubed. All right, so we have 1.04 squared gives us 1.0816. Just going to use that number times 1.04 to get our cubed. 24, 6, 32, 3, 4, 0, 6, 1, 8, 0, 2, nope, 1, 4, 6, 8, 4, 12, 1. Okay, so now we're going to divide what would have been our total annuity by the third year's interest payment. All right, so 5 5608. And I'm just going to leave those zeros off. 1.012484. Yeah. Which then ends up being 138.755. It's a very bad 5. And you can do the long division to get there. So by paying this at the moment, it's 138, or I'm sorry, not dollars, pounds. Pounds. All right. All right. So, section 51, to find the present value of an annuity to continue forever. So it's not going to be that there's an annuity for 3 years or 5 years or 12 years, but indefinitely. So here our rule is divide any given annuity by the rate percent and multiply by 100, and the result is the percent value. So how much must a gentleman invest at 5% in order to endow a charity with £60 per year? All right, so the annuity is going to be £60 per year. 60 divided by the rate times 100. All right, so that gives us 6,000 divided by 5, which then is 1,200 pounds. So again, nice, easy when you have a rule. Just go ahead and follow your rule. As always, let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you at our live chat.